ahead and turn this light off. It'll be nice and dark in here. Give her a click. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, see, this is why it's important. What up, everybody? So, Jim from Tri-Berry, he has a grid tie system that he uses at his house. I've asked him some questions on solar before, and because I just got the solar backup, and he had 2 extra batteries, and he's like, here, just take them, because he had to take them out to make room in his system. So, I gotta find out if these are any good. The one is from 2020. This other one, 2022. They might be junk, they might not. So let me get these caps off here. These are just marine batteries. That one's got water. That one's got water. I think these are actually the same ones that I actually already have, because I just run the marine deep cycle. I don't run the actual solar batteries. All right, so we're good there. Close up of this battery, this cheap Harbor Freight multimeter here. So doesn't really matter the voltage, but the voltage will tell us if it's good. It's 12.3. And we're gonna switch these around here. Positive here, negative. About 12 volts. It's 12.6 on a good battery. But being this is a marine battery, it's gonna deplete over time. That's what it's supposed to do, so. Okay, this is gonna be pretty frowned upon, but I don't really care. I take these, spin it like this. Went to Tractor Supply. Got a pre-made cable, and then I bought a starter cable here. So on solar, if you want a 24 volt system, you hook positive to negative, and then you use the, what is this one? This one's negative, this one's positive. You measure here, this should be 24 volt. So I should be able to loosen this nut here and this one. Hopefully these things ain't too old, Jim, because I really don't want them blowing up in my face. Okay, just tighten that down. Okay, I'm gonna grab the meter, check these. We should have about 24 volts. Actually should be around 25.8. Actually, I misspoke. Charge is gonna be about 26.8, so spin this around for you. Negative. Let's click one more to be safe here. There you go, 24.2. So that's how you make a 12 volt battery into a 24 volt system. So Okay. Should have cleaned these lugs out. There's a battery post there. All right, I got sidetracked. Part of being a parent. I bought this Traveler starter wire. This is a 60-inch, so 5 feet. All I'm gonna do is, since it's pre-made, I bought the cables, and then I'm just gonna put them on here. I'm gonna cut this in half first so that I don't arc this battery out. But I'm gonna use that as my my wires to my junction block. So this part's gonna be a little tricky to film. So I apologize in advance. There's just no room right now. So I got these little wing nuts here. Already, there's one wing nut, and then I got this wing nut. Well, what I gotta do, take this one carefully. There's probably can't see this, so this whole video is gonna suck. Okay, now you gotta make sure this wire doesn't arc on anything, because it's gonna be a super bad day if so. Not for you guys, but for me. Okay, we're gonna take this one and we're gonna bolt through here. Which on our negative terminals uses a smaller bolt. Which I've never understood. It should be the same size regardless. Okay. Now, what we gotta do, I'm gonna move you over here. It's my 600 volt distribution block. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take one of these on the hot side, boom, plug it in there, and then negative side, boom, plug it in there, and then I'll have 2 banks of 24 volt. Right now got this from Missouri Wind and Solar. Right now we're using about 2 amps. We have 24.4 volts left. We're using 51 watts, which the 51 watts is running my inverter, my internet, and 1 light bulb right now. And a little bit of stray voltage because I have the extension cord plugged in. So let's go ahead and knock this out. I want you guys to pay attention to, before we get there, right here, look, it's 25.2 volts. There's 0 amps coming in, 0, because it's dark outside. So here's the difference between the charge controller on one side and going 2. So here's your voltage drop of actually what we have. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna actually turn off the lights in here because I don't want this to be arcing, because it's going to arc big time. I need to verify positive is positive, and positive is positive. So we're going to loosen this big lug here. And try to tighten this up a little bit. Okay. See, it takes power. See it? Oh, no, it won't shut off. I reset it. So when I dump the power, I reset the charge controller. So I'll make sure these are pretty tight. And then we're going to do the same thing here on the negative side. Gotta make sure that this doesn't drop off too much. And then, that's exactly why I had it off. Okay. There we go, some half-ass solar. So this isn't working. Oh, there we go, it's working again. Oh, dark. And then go ahead and turn this light off. Be nice and dark in here. Give her a click. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, see, this is why it's important. This is why it's important on electricity. I don't care who you are, what company you work for, or if you're independent. See that? That's why you always check connections after a certain amount of time, because they come loose from the heat. I'm not an electrician. I just do stuff myself, whether it's correct or not. Actually, we'll just use this other lug for now. Where'd we go? Right here. Stuff in there. So, stuff comes loose. You gotta check it. Cars, your house, projects. So we'll go. Yeah. See, that one's loose. See, that one's loose. So that's important, guys. All right. Let's back you up for a second here. So, remember these batteries were already 24 volt. We'll go into more detail on a lot of this later because I want power eventually, but we dropped, actually we're increasing, give or take. So let's kind of do a rundown. I also have this old charge controller. I'm actually just using it to run it down here off this battery bank to actually tell me what the power is of that one. That's this one. This one is my battery from the charge controller. This yellow wire is actually my 24 volt that I run my diesel air heater off. And then I have the load. I have this right here because I like to know. Oh, I gotta be careful. Yeah, that's a big mess, but I like to know what's coming out versus what's going in. So this shows my amperage using 2 amps. That's not a lot. Here's my amps in. It's showing amps in, but it's not actually working. It's showing the discharge right now. And then this little green box, I never hooked my wind turbine back up, but that's for that. So, and I got my internet up top, and that's what this green wire is actually for. It's actually my turbine coming in. It's a 3-phase AC permanent magnet motor. So that's actually what this box here, when it's making power, that's your charge controller, and it converts it to 12 or 24 automatically. So that's what these clamps are. So if you guys remember the old house, for those of you following along, I would have this hooked up to my lugs, and then if I needed to charge a battery, I just unhook it because it's automatically detects, and I just hook it on my car battery, my lawnmower battery, and it would charge it up. It's slick. So, but we're gonna have to monitor that bank for a while. So I know I'm kind of rambling, but this right here is what I usually check all the time. So when I come in here and it's dark, that's usually 26.8 or so. And that tells me if they're charged. So usually they hit about 22, my inverter shuts off. So I just doubled my system capacity, my reserve capacity, honestly, for the winter time. So the reason I have all that is I started experimenting with saving money back at the old house, because I can run my refrigerator and stuff. I used to have this, monster forklift battery, and that died. And then I bought these 2 batteries. They're a lot smaller. They don't keep up. And this pole barn I had built when I moved to this house, and it doesn't have any on-grid power out here. So the other thing I have is my generator for running 220. I can run 110 off from it and stuff, but I can run with my solar, I can run 110. I can run my drill press. I can charge my batteries, my cordless batteries. I can run my diesel air heater that's off grid. It's 24 volt off that one, with no issues. When it starts getting wintertime, you cut your power in half because there's not a lot of sun. charging is hard, very hard, because it's very cloudy outside. And usually during the day, if it's daylight out here, I'm working, I can have more power being put on that inverter because it has more power coming into the batteries to charge them. So you got to have more power coming in than going out. So if you have more power going out than you do coming in, your batteries die. So you have to start eliminating loads. So that's kind of a simple explanation what I got going here. So I know I've been rambling on and shit. So thanks for watching this one. Check out the giveaway that's still going on. I mean, it's pretty simple to get on. So I'll post that in the description. Catch you on the next one, everybody.